The most common questions that I get in my videos or in my posts are people asking me things like, how do I get a girlfriend? How do I start dating? How do I improve my dating life? And in this video, I'm going to talk about why these seemingly logical questions are actually really bad questions to ask and what questions you should be asking instead. So let's take a classical example of a guy telling me, hey, where do I start dating? How can I start improving my dating life? If you're asking me this question, this means that you haven't done any research into actually improving your dating life. Because if you spend just 5 minutes looking at my channel or looking at any dating channel, you would realize that the strategy is actually quite simple. Go and talk to women, preferably in real life, you flirt with them, and you ask them out on a date. That is it. The strategy is very simple. The difficulty is in the execution, not in the strategy itself. But what happens with most guys is, first of all, they worry way too much about what to do, even though what is very clear. And second of all, they're too lazy to do basic homework and to check the content that's already been created. If you're asking me a question, how do I start dating? You already know. Look at my channel. I teach real life approaches where you go out and talk to women in real life. That is how you do it. You literally go and talk to them. That is very simple. The difficulty is actually executing it and doing it well and talking to women in the way that they want to respond to you, getting over the approach anxiety and not quitting. So before you ask anyone for advice, do your homework so you can ask questions about execution rather than the strategy itself. So rather than asking, hey, where do I start in dating? You could ask things like, hey, last week I went out one day and I tried to do some approaches. I did 4 approaches and that was all good. But after that, my approach anxiety creeped back in and I couldn't deal with it. So how can I stop my approach anxiety coming back in? That's a much better question because first of all, it shows that you've done the homework. And second of all, it shows that you've gone out there and actually tried to implement the strategy. And third of all, it's about a specific challenge that you're facing in your life, not a hypothetical argument or what's the best way to meet women. Another really bad question I get is, can you just give me some quick tips about how to improve my dating life? Look, man, if all you needed was quick tips, you wouldn't be here. This is one of the biggest misconceptions guys have, is that they're just one quick tip away or one quick fix away from fixing their dating life. That one flirting line, that one secret, that one confidence hack that is gonna solve all their problems. But dude, there is no secrets. It is really hard work. And it doesn't take just one quick hack. It takes deep behavior and identity level change. So what you think you're looking for is that one quick line or that one quick hack for the approach anxiety. What you really need is you need to do way more approaches, you need much better flirting and communication skills, and you need way more confidence and charisma, and you need to do all of this and not quit in the process. And to do all that, it's not a hack, it's not a trick, but it's a serious amount of work. You need to desensitize yourself to rejection, you need to go out there and take action, you need to build positive reference experiences of girls engaging with you and going on dates with you, and then you need to do this again and again and again. This is how you're actually going to get real life results. You're not going to get results when someone gives you that quick line or that quick confidence hack, because those short-term solutions don't work. This is a very difficult thing to do. Improving your dating life and having a peak dating life, that's what every guy wants, and yet very little guys have that. So if all it took was one flirting hack and one secret, then everyone would have it. But clearly that's not the case. So it takes a serious amount of effort and work. So start approaching this from the mindset of not what's the secret or what's the hack, but how can I massively change my behavior? How can I massively start taking a lot more action? What do I need to be successful in this area? By the way, this is also why having a mentor is very, very useful, because they can show you all the right things to do, they can give you feedback, and they can keep you accountable in the process. So if you're interested in that, check out more information about my mentorship down below. So look, man, good questions are specific. Good questions means you've already taken some action and you're coming with some sort of sample of data size. Even if you said, hey, I went out there but I couldn't approach and it was difficult, that's still better than saying, hey, how do I improve my dating life? I spent a lot of time coming up with video topics and recording these videos for you guys. So there's already a lot of stuff out there to help you. And again, the strategy is very simple. We go out there in real life, we approach women, we flirt with them, and we ask them out on a date. That is it. And then we go on a date with them. We date a dozen or a few dozen women to find out what we like, and if we want a relationship, we pick one which we like the most. And in the process of doing so, we improve our confidence, flirting abilities, and charisma. The strategy is very simple. The difficulty is the execution.